Hi guys, it's Jeff at Slavens Racing. This video is about Vortex ignition for the 24 KTM 500. This also applies to the Husqvarna 501, the 24, and then the 24 Gas 500. And we also have these for 450s, and then the 350s will be coming as well. All right, so this bike is in stock form right at the moment. It's got the oxygen sensor right there. It's got the stock ignition box in it right there. The butt plug is still intact. And all the pollution stuff is still intact. And let me explain that pollution stuff to you. I think it's a joke. It doesn't really capture any exhaust fumes or do anything like that. It just captures the fumes that come out of the gas tank. The fumes that come out of that hose right there, the gas tank vent. That's all it does. It doesn't really have any negative or positive effect on how the bike runs. And I really doubt that it's going to save the planet. So anyhow, guys, in stock form, this bike is very anemic. It's slow. It bogs very easily. It flames out very easily. And it's just not much fun to ride in stock form. All right, so as you can see, I'm leaving that in there for now. I'll probably be taking that out later, but right at the moment it's in. And I've got the stock ECU in there. So let's start it up and I'll show you what the problem is. There we go. Barely turned the throttle and flamed out. You can hear that stumble in there. That when you're riding it too. If you whack the throttle, it just kills it. I mean, it flames out very easily. It almost, you know, when they flame out, the motor obviously stops running, basically locks up, and it throws you down if you're not really prepared for it. And it almost got me a couple of times last time I rode it, and then I just said, the hell with that, I'm not riding until I can fix it. All right, so I've got the Vortex. I'm going to install that. So give me just a minute. Okay, guys, I've got the Vortex ignition in there now. So I'm going to start it up so you can hear what it sounds like. I also rode the bike. I was very impressed with how it improved the performance of the bike, even with the butt plug in there. Now, that's still there. And the thing runs pretty strong now. I was pretty impressed. I didn't expect to get enough air out of that ridiculous thing in order to run correctly, but it runs pretty well. I can actually live with it the way it is now, with just the Vortex and nothing else. So let's start it up so you can see here and hear the throttle response. Twist it all the way open, real fast. Well, you can see in here now that it's very responsive. And you know, when I ride, I'm typically just in the first quarter part of the throttle most of the time. I seldom go wide open throttle, but you sure can if you want to. So I'm just down here in this part of the throttle most of the time. I never do this, you know, the chicken wing. I always twist the throttle. Even if I'm going wide open, I twist it, I don't whack it. But and if you're a whacker, guys, that's really a bad habit you've got, and you should try to change that because that doesn't work well on 4 strokes. All right, now, like I said, I went on and rode it. The bike runs great. It doesn't flame out. I lugged it all the way down to nothing and the RPMs, and then gave it wide open throttle and pulled right out of it. No, I'm not going to do a ride video. Sorry, I don't have time. I'm getting ready for a big trip, and I just don't have time, guys. Ride videos are a real pain in the butt, and I get too excited about them. It's not going to sound any different than what it is right here. So, we've got setups for you on, with mapping on the Vortex for this setup, or if you remove this, or if you put a more aggressive muffler in there, like a FMF 4.1, or any of the other mufflers that we sell. So we've got mapping to match all that stuff. I am going to take this ridiculous so-called pollution stuff off the bike, because it really doesn't do anything positive or negative for the performance. All it does is capture the fumes that come out of the vent, out of the gas tank. That's all it does. It captures them, puts them into a charcoal canister that's in the down tube of the frame. It's just government BS, and it's coming off of there. Because for one thing, you fall over, you're going to damage that. Come on. But anyhow, bike runs great now. I'm really, like I mentioned before, I'm really impressed with how it runs all plugged up with the Vortex in there. In stock form, with the stock ECU, it's horrible. It's really weak. It doesn't backfire with that stock ECU, but it starts hard. It flames out extremely easily. It's got a big stutter to it, a big stumble even when you're really careful with the throttle. And if you're not careful with it, you'll flame it out all the time. I flamed it out 4 times, and I was really careful with the throttle, and it still flamed on me. So, guys, it's ready to go. Give us a call, Slavens Racing, or stop by slavensracing.com. Or if you're in the neighborhood, stop by our store. And our guys are always glad to help you, make an informed decision. So if you would, please like us on Instagram and Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube. But like I always tell you, the most important thing is remember why you bought your bike. Get out for some throttle therapy. Ride it. Wear out some tires. Stop with the excuses on why you can't get out and ride. That's all for now.